Hello Stinkies! Welcome back to the Airhead One channel. Today, I'll be giving non-K-pop songs to K-pop artists. Me and some friends made this list based off of if we think that the K-pop groups can execute these songs properly based off of their established sound, and/or skill set. Hope you enjoy. Also, before this video starts, I'd like to say thank you all so much for 300 subscribers. It means the world to me that many people would subscribe to me, so thank you, dearly. A forum will be out soon. Anyways, let's get into this video. Well, putting it simply, this song feels like Lucid Dream's older, more sophisticated sister. I wanted to give Aespa a song that felt reminiscent of the Savage mini album, and I feel like this is the one. It's not necessarily electropop or hyperpop, but it does have heavy-handed electronic elements in the production with the textured drums and synths. I think mimicking Arca's voice in this song in the best way they can would be the best option. I know Winter has a very high-pitched voice and I love her for that, but on this song I'd love to hear her, along with the rest of the girls, tap into a lower vocal register, adding a soft, warming layer to the tune. Like, we don't even need a powerful high note, cause Makut isn't really a song that needs all that. Maybe Ning Ning could do a cute little falsetto or background vocal, I don't know. I just feel like this song would eat so bad for them like cuck.
Putting them boys on me. These boys, they think they're cute. Keep thirsty, need our juice.
This type of sound would literally be familiar to Itzy, like whoa. They've dabbled in house music before with songs like Dalla Dalla, Icy, Wannabe, That's a No-No, and I Don't Wanna Dance. I feel like Mute would be the best song to give Itzy for a few reasons. For one thing, the song doesn't have any serious singing parts, which is good because the less they attempt to sing the better. Along with that, this song just has that kind of flair that I feel like fits them. As most house songs are, the beat gets very fun and bouncy. But along with that, the lyrics depict themes of self-assurance and confidence, which I feel is so Itzy at their core. The song not only manages to be fun and playful, but there's also this braggadocio to it, which again, is so Itzy because they had that kind of energy to them, especially during debut. I'm also not positive as to how Shy Girl's deadpan, uncaring tone on this song would translate well to Itzy's voices, but I'd be very interested to see what they could do.
Don't tell me you want this. Don't say it's time for us to quit. Don't say goodbye, this can't be it.
One defining characteristic about Red Velvet's music to me is their vocal stacking. So really, I could have picked just about any Brandy song because she's known very well for her stacked vocals as well. It's Not Worth It would be the best option for me though. Full Moon is the only Brandy album I've heard in completion, so I wasn't too overwhelmed looking for songs for the Cake Girlies. I feel like the instrumental on this track very much feeds into their Velvet side. I mean, most of the songs off of Full Moon would do so because it's a primarily R&B album, but we move. The instrumental on this track feels very lush and just feels like a Red Velvet R&B side. It kinda reminds me of the Perfect Velvet, but also like it could be on the RBB mini album. Whoa. I can just hear them all harmonizing with each other in the intro as Brandy did on the original song, like whoa, I'd be so gagged. And just imagine Wendy doing insane vocal runs in the background too, like who gets it? Loossemble doesn't really have a set sound just yet, so this made things a lot easier for me. I feel like the beginning would be a fun danceable track for the girls to perform and sing pretty well on. It has this euphoric, whimsical atmosphere to it, which I feel like would be fitting for the group. When listening to it, I think of those two sets of concept pictures they had that looked very spacey and fun. This song kind of feels dedicated to their fanbase, like Hear Me Out Right Quick. While the drums are pumping and the synthesizer is playing a joyful, infectious melody, there's also a sense of bittersweet sentimentality to it. Like, imagine they go on tour again and then after dancing to all their songs they just walk around the stage, waving to their fans as they're in their merch, and this is the song that they're singing to as they all look into the crowd making heart signs with their hands. It's like Day by Day but better. I don't know what to tell you.
You could be the way I caught my eye. I'm sitting here feeling real to fantasize. You think of what I'm thinking, you realize.
Well, Artemis hasn't had their official debut yet, so that makes this a lot easier. With the influx of genres like drum and bass, UK garage, and two-step garage getting popular, this song could follow that trend, and it could kinda also give the girls a new but familiar sense of identity. One thing Orbit's know and love Loona for is this specific sound they had. Mainly prevalent in Odd Eye Circle, but also heard in the B-sides off of their XX mini album. Loona is known for a certain synth texture. It's very enveloping and sounds futuristic, like if you ever hear it you'll know it's a Loona song. I feel like the one is close to that texture of synth, not 100% there but it's super close. Well, to me at least. A song like this could bring in a sense of familiarity to Orbits because not only are the synths similar, but Loona has done garage music before too. This song could also be perfectly line distributed, like there's cute rapping, and nice singing parts too. Like each member could eat. Eve hasn't officially debuted yet, so I feel like picking a song for her was pretty easy, cause I'm just basing it off of what I think that she'd be able to execute well. And Choo Choo feels like the perfect song for her. First of all, Loona reference like Hello. Second of all, this song kind of feels like Eve. As she's developed her own personal style, which we've seen via her Instagram, her looks and vibe have just become very soft feeling is the best way that I can describe it. Choo Choo as a song for her works well because it manages to not be too left field feeling for her, but it'd also keep the interest of the listener, the song incorporating these pulsing drums and dreamy synthesizers. The vocal production on this song is very interesting too, and I'd love to see what Eve could do if she mimicked the timbre or tone or delivery of Lexi Lou. She has a very breathy tone which I'm not sure would translate well to Eve cause she has a more rich deeper tone. But I'd be interested to hear.
Struck in the one place I had tried so hard to hide. I'll pick up my stride for a touch of your wild.
To be honest, I thought that Choo would have gone for a song that sounded more like this, as opposed to what her actual debut was. Heaven as a song for her would work for many different reasons. Not only would it fit the concept and visual direction of her cute little fan club thing and her company logo, but the song just feels so much like her in its sound. I know I've said that all of the songs on this list feel familiar to the artist that I'm giving them to, but this genuinely feels like Choo. Heaven is a high-energy electro-clash song which, put simply, is just tons of off-the-wall fun. This exudes the energy of Choo to me because she's such a little ball of sunshine and is just a bright fun person. The vocals on this song would be so fitting to her as well. Like I oftentimes worry that in the songs I'm giving these artists, their voices wouldn't fit. But Choo could very easily pull off Hemlock Springs' peppy, quirky tone easily. I'd love to see her venture into a sound like this. Finding a song to give my alt group was so challenging. Like I kinda wanted to give them a Hannah Diamond song, but then I was mentally battling myself because I feel like if I was to give any group a bubblegum based song, it'd be Aespa. But, I was finally able to settle on Enjoy by Bjork. What I like the most about this song is how soft but also hard hitting the bass is. Like it makes somebody want to move but not too much, if you get what I mean. I feel like a Bjork song, especially from post-era, would work the best for effects. They've been a pretty artsy group in terms of visuals and music, but I don't feel like it'd be on the same level as anything after Bjork's post-album like Homogenic. I feel like this song is dancey enough for effects, but also it could present some good vocal moments on Loona's part. And what I mean by that is, I want to hear her shouting all over it as if she has bills to pay. Not sure if any of the girls could match Bjork's tone cause it's so thick with her accent, but hey.